Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I am here tonight with two very special guests from this season of Life After Lockup. Welcome, Daniel and Bianca. Hi,
Hey,
guys.
hey.
Bianca, this is your second time here, but Daniel, thank you so much for joining me. It's so
Yep.
nice to meet you.
First timer.
Yep, first timer.
Yeah.
I'm popping your cherry right here.
Awesome.
So, my first question is for you. How long have you been sober?
I smoke weed like daily now, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
but how
absolutely.
about from drinking? How long?
I yeah, it's been over a year.
Mm,
Yeah,
hmm And how long has it been since you've been out of prison?
June
So like 5 months?
since I've been out. Yeah,
Yeah, 5 months.
Wow, it's only been 5 months.
been
Yeah,
pretty fresh.
yeah.
So, from what I remember, it was Daniel's idea to sign up for the show. Am I
No,
right?
it was mine.
It was yours. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, did you ever hear about Love After Lockup before Bianca mentioned it?
No.
No.
Did she have to convince you, or were you like down for it?
Oh, I was absolutely. I was like 100%. Let's go.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah,
So,
when
so how was the adjustment for you coming out of prison and immediately having cameras in your face?
that part wasn't. I think I did pretty well on that, but
You did pretty good.
other things like it's a little trippy. Been 5 years.
You have all these people in your face.
Uh,
Exactly.
Face like
Um,
for me, I can't even.
did you guys enjoy filming as a whole? Like, how was the whole
I
experience?
do. I do.
I think we have very different experiences.
I like it. That's
Okay.
good.
Very different experiences.
Yeah, both times she was reluctant. She's like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah.
And
But
you're
It's
like,
just the narrative and all that and like what we had to talk about,
right,
I was just
right.
kind of like, I don't
So
know.
did you guys watch the episodes together?
I don't watch them.
He doesn't
You
watch
don't
them.
watch them?
I have stopped really watching them. I don't know. I watch like
You watch the news one?
I watched the newest one, but I don't know. I feel like I used to be way more into it. Now I'm just like, oh, it's the show we did. Like, yeah,
You're like, oh, it's just a show we did.
right.
Okay, I want to go back to the beginning when you guys started writing each other.
Okay.
Daniel, what was it about Bianca that like made you started to develop romantic feelings for her?
Well, it's been a long time since I talked to anyone. She just, and then I signed up on this website, and she stood out to me because just how she spoke about herself and what she wanted for herself really spoke to me. And I really connected. Like that was like in the beginning, and it kind of just took off from there.
So why wasn't your family initially very supportive of your relationship?
Well, they have been, but it's like towards the narrative part. Like, I mean, it's like that because it's like that.
Yeah.
They're cool. I mean,
Yeah.
they were still worried for me, but they're always gonna worry for me because I'm
Yeah.
their
And
blood.
I don't think they're worried because of me. I think
Right.
worried about him because
They're just worried in general.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like that first phone call with his dad, Bianca,
Hmm.
like what did you think watching it back and so all these months later?
It was funny to me when I watched that because my reaction was so genuine. I was like, did he really just say that?
And my dad's goofy as hell. I love him.
I was gonna ask you, Daniel, what did you think of that? Because I'm sure you heard what he said.
I'd be hitting Bianca with humor like that all the time, and she's like, "What the frick is wrong with this dude?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, after the fact, I found out he's just trying to like,
Sure.
he's for the show and he's just like, fucking around. But
Yeah, just being
I didn't know
goofy,
it.
basically. Yeah, right?
I didn't know him. That was like my first time speaking to him. So I was like, that's what you said? I was like, what's going on?
And so, Daniel, what's your reaction to your cousin Robert being a shit stirrer? Because that's basically what he is, in my opinion. He's a shit stirrer.
Uh, he, it's my cousin. I love him. And he is who he is. However he's perceived. So I have
That's just my opinion. Bianca, how's your relationship with Robert?
It's fine. In the beginning, I mean, I was like hesitant toward him, but
Right.
yeah, we're fine now. I just hung out with him, went to a wedding, so
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So, why did you think it was a great idea to confide in him about your sex life?
Oh, that's a great question.
Hard to do it for the show, man. You know what I mean? They want us to talk about things with other people, and when there's not many people to film. And I can always say no to things, but I feel like when you're in that setting, it's just like, why not?
That's the first run
And
too.
Robert was kind of like, I don't care, go ahead. Like he was comfortable with it, so yeah. I don't know. I didn't really think too much of it because I knew he didn't care about it. You know what I mean?
Right,
He
right.
was like, go ahead.
So, have you
Yeah.
guys finally settled the coffee argument?
She still asks me to get her little things like that, and I'm just like, really? I'm like,
You
come
do
on.
it though sometimes. You do.
You gotta catch me in a great mood. Shit.
Bianca, was that really a trend on TikTok? I saw that you posted, oh, I love your kitty,
Yeah,
by the
I don't think
way.
it was really because of us. I think that would be a delusional thought process. But I just thought it was funny because I started seeing all these videos. Sorry, this is our cat.
I know he's so cute.
Yeah. But I started seeing all these videos of women like asking their boyfriends or husbands, like, "Hey, babe, can you make me a cup of coffee?" And then they would record their reactions. And so I'm like, that's so weird that that is like a thing after that. So I made that
That
video.
is kind of weird. Yeah, I agree. Oh my
Right.
goodness. So, okay, I'm going to give you guys, as a viewer, my perspective of your relationship.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
view it as sometimes as a power struggle
Oh yeah.
between you guys.
I think in the past, what do you think?
On the show, absolutely.
On the show.
Yeah.
So, have you guys gotten better at your communication so it's not so much as a power struggle and a team effort?
Yeah, I mean, we're always gonna have little hiccups. I mean, that's just any normal relationship. I think it's just learning how to communicate properly, and like that just doesn't happen like that. And especially like living together, you're with each other all the time. There's
Right.
gonna be little things where there's hiccups. So, but I'd say we're not like that first week. We are not like that first. Yeah.
So, Daniel, do you think that the age difference makes a big difference between you guys? You do?
Well, when I was 24, like I wasn't doing this, I was fucking shithead out in hell and
What does that have
society.
to do with
I'm
me?
saying like you're not doing bad. You're doing fine at 24.
Okay,
You're
but
doing fine.
do you? What was the question? Like, do you think
But
that
yeah,
causes like issues?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think age really has anything to do with it, right?
I mean, in some circumstances,
I don't know. I don't have an opinion
yeah.
on
All right, cat, get off.
it.
No,
Too much.
I totally get the cat thing. There's times that I'm sitting here doing recaps and stuff, and my cat is literally biting my toes
Oh,
underneath my desk. She is
he
literally
bites too. He bites so
That's
much.
how they show love.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. So I'm sitting here trying to do a recap, and my cat's like chewing on my big toe. I'm like, hello. So, Daniel, name one thing that you love the most about Bianca and one thing that just annoys the fuck out of you about her.
Oh Lord.
I love, like, I think the episode came out. We were like face to face.
Yeah,
I
that
love that. No, I
awkward.
love
It
like
was so
being.
awkward.
That's like my favorite. Like I said in the show, I don't know if they broadcast it or not, but recording that, I was like, that's my favorite view. I love that view. But one thing that annoys the fuck out of me is she'll leave the fucking towels that she uses. She uses like 4 towels after she
I
showers.
used to.
Whatever.
My hair and my
And
body.
just leaves it on the bathroom floor.
Are you incapable of hanging up towels like my husband,
No.
Bianca? Bianca, my husband is incapable. Don't feel bad. As many times as I try to, tell him nicely, yell at him, threaten to shove the towel up his ass. Every morning I wake up, the towel's on the floor, it's on the couch, it's on the kitchen table, everywhere.
The
But
kitchen table. Oh my goodness.
yes, he just
It's not
balls it
that
up and
bad.
throws it
Not
on the
that
kitchen.
bad.
So, Bianca, it's your turn. One thing that you love most about Daniel and one thing that annoys the fuck out of you.
Your emotional intelligence and your humor is what I love about you.
Oh, that's
And and then something that annoys
come on,
me
I got
about
that.
you.
Yeah, come on.
He okay, so like he'll leave the refrigerator open, or like if he's cooking, there'll be like sauce on the floor all over, like.
Messy.
But then he leaves it there, and then I'm like, yes, you do, or
I
you'll.
clean up afterwards. Hold on, give me props.
Okay, a day later, and then
Cook dinner and she just expects it to clean itself. That's fun.
that's not true.
And Bianca, he cooks for you. Girl, I wouldn't complain about the mess.
Yeah, I cook sometimes, but
Sometimes.
I don't like his food either. So I think it's fair. You make good things too, but
I made some badass honey walnut shrimp.
the honey walnut shrimp is good. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Sometimes I don't like his cooking either. I know he doesn't like mine all the time. Yeah.
there you go. So, Daniel, have you met Bianca's family yet? Are you guys planning on meeting them anytime soon?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you still work for the moving company? And tell me about this personal training that you're getting into.
I got my first client,
He
so
actually got his first client.
so excited.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you're doing like virtual personal training?
Yeah, like I'll do like an hour session with them. Like this is how I have it laid out. Do an hour session and then they charge for that time. But off of that, I'm also like building them like a diet plan and like working on planning out different exercises to target what their physical goals are.
So if anyone's watching and they want to hit you up, they could just send you a DM, right?
And I check it. So
There
and
you
every
go. So Bianca, there's a rumor that you're pregnant on these
I
streets.
know, I know. He brought that up to me today, actually. And I have people in my like actual life that have like messaged me like, "Hey, girl, are you pregnant?" And I'm like, "No, like, where are you hearing this?" Like, so at this point, I'm just like making jokes about it because it's so dumb. I'm not pregnant.
Let's just put it out there. No.
She just took a test. We don't need to air that out.
What are you smoking on over there?
Um, what is this? Blue Runts, I think.
Who's
Yeah.
American Career guy back in my time?
Yeah, he smokes. You smoke a lot of weed.
I
Like
smoke a lot
American
of weed too, from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. If you
It's
watch
allowed
my
on
channel,
parole.
Hey,
It's
high
allowed.
high
five. What?
five.
It's allowed
Hey,
on parole though and stuff, which I thought was crazy when I found that out that it's just allowed.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
because it's probably legal in Arizona or straight off the board like it is in New York.
right. But I
It's
still would think like, I don't
I
know.
remember
yeah.
when Washington became the first state to legalize. I was like, no, it was Colorado,
Yes, it was Colorado.
and
Hmm.
Washington jumped on the train, and then it kind of just took off from there. Once they saw the numbers, they're like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, I was so happy when New York finally made it legal across the board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day calling the guy, to come deliver you a couple of 20s to get you through the week. And
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
remember
saw?
those days.
An advertisement at the dispensary nearby said they're gonna have delivery.
yeah,
That
they
they
Yeah,
have
I'm like, what?
delivery. Yeah. Yes, they do. In New York, they have delivery. I could go online right now and order some and it'll be here in about an hour if I want.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I don't like the feeling, but he likes it, so
Yeah.
whatever works for him,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, what advice, Daniel, would you give to somebody whose partner is currently incarcerated?
What's the backstory? Did they
No
meet there? Did they
backstory.
meet there? Were they together before? What?
Um,
Any
they met in there. Let's say that they met in there.
Okay.
Okay, what's your advice to maintain the relationship? What red flags to look out for?
Well, be patient. I mean, you don't get to choose who your heart softens for. So just be patient. What was another one? And don't believe that you can change anybody's behavior. You just have to be a positive example, and you know,
If they end up being shitty, they're
yeah.
shitty. It goes both ways, you know?
Right, exactly. So how about if they met, if they were together before
Well,
and
that's why I asked because I never experienced that personally. So I don't know how
okay,
that works.
okay, that's fair. So is there any misconceptions that you guys would like to clear up as a couple that you see on the internet? And
Right.
go ahead,
I feel
Bianca.
like I feel like I've talked about it just with the cracks and stuff, but I'm over that at this point.
Is there anything about like you guys as a couple that you've seen
I
that
don't
you're
know.
like, wait a second, no, that's not right, that's bullshit?
I don't look.
Yeah, I don't really like pay attention to it anymore. I don't know. Like, I feel like if the show was portrayed in a different way, I'd probably be more interested in it. So I don't really know. I see the little clips.
Right.
But they're like kind of out of context. Like they cut things off and it's like 15 seconds. I don't
Yep.
know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know if there's any misconceptions about us. You know, maybe the part about how I'm gonna make him relapse, I can't make anyone do anything. You know what I mean?
She's right.
I
No,
can't.
you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how fucking annoying, immature, whatever they want to call me, you just can't make someone relapse. It's not, you know what I mean? Like,
And Daniel totally agrees with you, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's your own choices, you know? And if you don't know how to handle your substance use and take yourself out of situations where you feel like that's going to cause you to relapse, then, like there's choices you need to make in your addiction. So, yeah.
There you go. So, do you guys have a final message for your fans and your supporters?
Yes.
What's your message?
Always do your best in whatever it is that you do, and show others love, support.
And keep watching.
Keep
That's
watching.
it. That's all for me.
It's all for me too.
Well, and that's all for me. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And you see, I promised Daniel I wasn't going to keep you long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really didn't know about fast. You're good
Yeah,
at
I was like, she probably has so many questions with all the episodes coming out.
You're a great host.
Cool. So, you want to tell the fans where they could follow you, where they could find you and stuff?
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram at Bianca Catherine.
Yeah, mine's
I'll write it in the comments.
Yeah, I
Instagram
will.
Instagram at Daniel dot the dot and
And I will put it all in the comments for you guys. And that's basically it. So, thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Nice to see you, Mary.
Yes. And nice to meet you, Daniel. And thank you all for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.